In the late 1950s, Charles Dederich started Synanon in Santa Monica, California, as a revolutionary approach to drug rehabilitation. It began with the Synanon game. Intense, confrontational group therapy sessions designed to break down the egos and defenses of addicts. For years, Synanon was widely praised, attracting celebrities and intellectuals who saw it as a beacon of hope. However, by the 1970s, the organization had undergone a terrifying metamorphosis, shedding its identity as a rehab program to become a weaponized, apocalyptic cult. As Dederich's influence grew, the group moved to a massive compound in Marin County. He declared that Synanon was no longer just a program for addicts, but a new religion for the elite. He demanded total loyalty and began to exercise absolute control over his followers' lives. Members were forced to shave their heads, surrender all personal property, and endure bizarre rituals. The organization became increasingly paramilitary, with Dederich forming an internal security force known as the Imperial Marines, who were trained in martial arts and armed to defend the compound against perceived enemies. The shift toward violence became undeniable when the group turned its sights on its critics. Dederich's rhetoric grew violent, famously telling his followers that they should live by the sword, and suggesting that it was better to crack the skulls of opponents than to endure their criticism. The most infamous act of terror occurred in 1978, when two members placed a rattlesnake, stripped of its rattles, into the mailbox of a prominent attorney, Paul Morantz, who had successfully represented families trying to rescue their loved ones from the group. Morantz was bitten and nearly died. The incident sent shockwaves through the nation. The rattlesnake attack marked the beginning of the end. Law enforcement, which had previously looked the other way, finally descended on the compound. Dederich and his inner circle were indicted for conspiracy to commit murder, and the once lauded organization collapsed under the weight of its own criminality. The dream of a drug-free society had been completely consumed by the megalomania of a leader who believed he was above the law. The history of Synanon is a stark warning about how quickly institutional power can be subverted by a charismatic predator. It began with the promise of healing and ended with the reality of violence, proving that even the most well-intentioned movements can turn into chambers of horrors when they demand total submission. Today, Synanon serves as a cautionary tale of how the line between therapy and tyranny is often much thinner than we dare to believe. Some cases get solved, some just get colder.